Unveiling True Character, a Stoic guide to understanding yourself and others. In a world obsessed with appearances and fleeting interactions, understanding the true character of individuals, including ourselves, can feel like an elusive pursuit. But what if there was a timeless framework for cutting through the superficial and discerning the genuine nature of those around us? Welcome to an exploration of Stoic secrets, a journey into the heart of human character as illuminated by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. This isn't merely a collection of personality traits or shallow observations. It's a deep dive into a philosophy that has shaped ethical conduct and offered profound insights into human nature for over 2 millennia. We'll delve into 5 key behaviors that reveal a person's true colors, principles as relevant today in our fast-paced, ever-changing world as they were in the days of Marcus Aurelius. Prepare to rethink your assumptions about understanding others and to embark on a path of self-discovery that will transform your own life, bringing more clarity, purpose, and integrity into your everyday decisions. By understanding these Stoic principles, we can navigate the complexities of human interaction with greater wisdom and cultivate a more virtuous and fulfilling life. The first window into someone's true nature lies in how they treat those who can't help them. It's tempting to put on our best face when interacting with those who can offer us tangible benefits, a boss, a potential client, a romantic interest. But our true character emerges in those seemingly insignificant interactions with individuals who cannot reciprocate favors or advance our careers. These interactions hold immense value and reveal the true depths of our moral compass. This principle transcends professional settings and extends to everyday encounters, such as a simple thank you or a friendly smile to a waiter, holding the door open for someone carrying heavy bags, or acknowledging the efforts of a tired bus driver. Consider a scenario. You're rushing to an important meeting, stressed and running late. Do you brush past the building's cleaning staff without a word? Or do you offer a quick, genuine, good morning? The latter, seemingly small, speaks volumes about your ability to recognize the inherent worth of every individual, regardless of their position or perceived value. The importance of such seemingly minor interactions with service staff and others who are unable to provide tangible assistance in return underscores the crucial role that gratitude and kindness play in the cultivation of moral character. When we encounter service workers, such as waiters, custodians, or bus drivers, these interactions hold immense significance as they test our capacity for compassion and respect. The way we engage with these individuals when we think no one important is watching provides insight into the authenticity of our values and beliefs. Seneca, one of the most esteemed Stoic philosophers, wisely advised, "Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you." This profound statement encapsulates the Stoic ideal. How we treat others, especially those who may appear to be beneath us, is a true reflection of our moral foundation. If we expect to be treated with respect, dignity, and kindness, then we must extend the same courtesy to those who have no ability to repay us. Dismissing people who serve us, snapping at someone who is simply doing their job, or ignoring the small acts of kindness of others exposes something deeper, a sense of entitlement, arrogance, and perhaps a lack of understanding of our shared humanity. Such behavior can be corrosive, eroding trust and respect not only for those we are rude to, but also for ourselves. These moments, when no one is watching, reveal whether we truly understand the value of compassion and respect, or whether our kindness is conditional based on what we can get in return. In modern Stoicism, which emphasizes living in accordance with virtue rather than external rewards, we are reminded that our worth as individuals is not measured by titles, wealth, or achievements, but by our capacity for kindness, patience, and understanding. Modern society often prizes status, material success, and transactional relationships. In this environment, this timeless principle is more relevant than ever. True virtue, as Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius teach us, lies in the ability to treat others with respect, dignity, and kindness, regardless of their position or ability to reciprocate. When we extend kindness without expecting anything in return, we strengthen our own character and create an environment where trust and respect can flourish. It has a profound effect not just on the people we interact with, but also on the wider world. By consistently showing respect and kindness, even when it seems like there's nothing to gain, we inspire others to do the same. Our actions create a ripple effect of goodwill, fostering a culture where compassion is valued over selfishness, humility is honored over arrogance, and respect is extended freely to all. When we treat others well, especially those who cannot give us anything in return, we remind ourselves of the importance of ethical living, and we take steps toward building a community that values the intrinsic worth of every individual, regardless of their status or power. Consider the impact of consistent acts of kindness in a workplace setting. A leader who shows genuine appreciation for the contributions of every team member, regardless of their role, fosters a culture of collaboration and mutual respect. This behavior not only boosts morale and productivity, but also encourages others to emulate the same compassionate approach. As a result, employees are more likely to treat each other with kindness and understanding, creating a more harmonious and supportive work environment. Genuine acts of compassion reflect the depth of our character. By practicing this principle daily, we're not only making the world a better place, but also cultivating a sense of inner peace and integrity. This is the essence of modern Stoicism, living in harmony with virtue, recognizing that our actions, especially those done in the absence of reward, speak louder than words. When we treat everyone with respect, regardless of their position or ability to give us anything in return, we are living authentically and fulfilling our highest moral purpose. In doing so, we help create a world that is more compassionate, equitable, and humane. The second secret that reveals character is how they handle minor inconveniences. It's not the grand gestures or momentous decisions that truly define us, but rather the small, everyday frustrations that expose our emotional maturity and self-control. Think about it. How do you react when faced with a delayed coffee order, an unexpected traffic jam, or a long line at the grocery store? These seemingly insignificant moments offer a window into our true selves. For some, these situations become fuel for frustration, spiraling into anger or blame. Such reactions expose a lack of control over their emotions. For others, these inconveniences are mere ripples, handled with calm humor or adaptability. This is where Stoicism offers its timeless guidance. Epictetus, the renowned Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." These words remind us that while we cannot control external events, we hold full authority over our responses. In this lies the heart of Stoic secrets, the ability to transform minor irritations into opportunities for growth and self-mastery. Imagine a modern scenario. A busy professional walks into a cafe for a quick breakfast, only to find their usual order delayed by a flustered barista. One customer sighs, grumbles, and taps their foot impatiently, their annoyance filling the air like static. Another smiles, reassures the overwhelmed worker, and uses the extra time to reply to a few emails or reflect on the day ahead. Both leave with the same cup of coffee, but their energy and impact are worlds apart. Which one would you rather be around? More importantly, which one reflects the version of yourself you strive to become? In today's fast-paced world, where instant gratification is often expected, the ability to remain calm and adaptable in the face of minor setbacks is a valuable asset. It is important to recognize that things will not always go according to plan. Interruptions are inevitable, whether it's a traffic jam on the way to an important meeting or a technical glitch during a presentation. The way we respond to these unexpected challenges can either fuel stress and frustration or become an opportunity for personal growth. For example, a person who cultivates patience when faced with delays demonstrates emotional maturity and self-control. They view the situation as a temporary inconvenience rather than a personal affront. This mindset allows them to remain calm, collected, and adaptable, turning a potential source of stress into an opportunity to practice resilience. Our response to these small moments not only shapes our mood, but also influences the environment and people around us. Think of a leader in the workplace facing an unexpected technical glitch during a major presentation. A reactive leader, overwhelmed by frustration, might snap at their team, eroding trust and morale. But a calm and composed leader sets a different tone, acknowledging the issue, seeking solutions, and reassuring everyone that setbacks are just part of the journey. This distinction is not about suppressing emotions, but about choosing a response aligned with the bigger picture. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When we master this strength, we turn life's small hiccups into stepping stones for emotional resilience. Observing how someone navigates these minor frustrations can reveal profound truths about their character. Consider the friend who loses their cool over a cold meal at a restaurant versus the one who kindly asks the waiter for a correction. Or the colleague who blames everyone else for a missed deadline versus the one who calmly analyzes what went wrong and proposes a solution. These moments may seem trivial, but they echo a broader pattern. How we handle the small things often predicts how we'll approach life's bigger challenges. Do we create calm or chaos? Do we uplift others or drag them into our frustrations? In the context of personal relationships, the ability to remain calm and patient during minor disagreements or misunderstandings is essential for building trust and intimacy. When conflicts arise, individuals with emotional maturity approach the situation with empathy and a willingness to find a resolution, rather than allowing anger or resentment to escalate the tension. This approach fosters open communication and strengthens the bond between partners, creating a more resilient and supportive relationship. Self-awareness is the foundation for changing how we respond to life's minor disruptions. It begins with noticing our triggers, what sets us off. From there, mindfulness becomes our tool for rewiring our reactions. Next time you find yourself frustrated, pause and ask, "Is this worth my peace? What did I learn from this?" By reframing irritations as opportunities to practice patience, we strengthen our ability to stay centered. Each moment becomes a training ground, teaching us to prioritize calm over chaos, growth over grievance. The beauty of mastering this art is that it benefits not only you, but also those around you. A person who responds to difficulties with grace creates harmony, becoming a source of positivity and inspiration. This doesn't mean suppressing all negative emotions, but choosing to channel them constructively. The Stoic secrets to navigating life's frustrations lie in this simple yet profound practice, reclaiming control over our inner world when the outer world feels chaotic. Embracing this mindset cultivates inner peace, but also exemplifies the strength and resilience that others silently admire. So next time you're faced with a minor inconvenience, a flat tire, a slow line, or an unexpected delay, ask yourself, what does my reaction say about me? How can I use this moment to reflect my values and strengthen my character? Remember, it's in these small, everyday moments that our true colors shine. By choosing calm, resilience, and a touch of humor, you show the world and yourself the kind of person you truly are. The third crucial indicator of character lies in how they value time. Time and commitments. As a person's relationship with them reveals much about their character, priorities, and values. Time is finite and irreplaceable, and how we use it often reflects our deeper beliefs and sense of responsibility. Someone who is punctual, honors deadlines, and keeps promises demonstrates reliability, discipline, and respect for others. These actions are more than habits. They are clear expressions of accountability. They show that this person values both their own time and the time of those they interact with. Consider the impact of punctuality on professional relationships. A colleague who consistently arrives on time for meetings, meets deadlines, and honors commitments demonstrates reliability and respect for their colleagues' time and contributions. This behavior fosters trust and creates a collaborative work environment where team members can rely on each other to fulfill their responsibilities. In contrast, Chronic tardiness or neglect of responsibilities erodes trust, disrupts productivity, and undermines the overall cohesiveness of the team. Chronic tardiness, last-minute cancellations, or neglecting responsibilities signals disorganization, carelessness, or a lack of respect for others. As Seneca wisely said, we are tight-fisted with property but wasteful of time, reminding us that we often waste what cannot be recovered. In today's fast-paced world, where time feels both abundant and scarce, this Stoic insight challenges us to reflect on how we manage our commitments and their impact on those around us. Time management then goes beyond being an organizational skill. It's a reflection of our values and respect for others. Consider a leader who begins meetings on time, follows an agenda, and keeps things running efficiently. Such behavior fosters a culture of professionalism and respect, encouraging others to do the same. It underscores the understanding that time is a valuable resource, one that should be treated with care and mindfulness. On the flip side, someone who is constantly late, unprepared, or cancels without notice undermines their credibility and disrupts productivity. Punctuality and preparation are the cornerstones of respect. Without them, frustration and mistrust follow. Consider the impact of consistent tardiness on personal relationships. A friend who consistently arrives late for social gatherings, cancels plans at the last minute, or neglects to follow through on commitments erodes trust and damages the bond between them. This behavior communicates a lack of respect for the other person's time and priorities, leading to feelings of frustration, resentment, and disappointment. The real test of one's character lies in honoring commitments. A friend who shows up when they say they will, or a colleague who pushes through challenges to meet deadlines, demonstrates reliability and integrity. These small, consistent actions build trust and establish a reputation for dependability, aligning with the Stoic principle of being true to one's word. How a person spends their free time also provides valuable insight into their priorities. Do they invest time in personal growth, nurturing relationships, or giving back to the community? Or do they squander it on distractions and shallow pleasures? Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, reminds us of the urgency of time. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. This thought encourages us to treat each moment as precious and to make intentional choices that align with our values and long-term goals. Modern Stoicism teaches us to live purposefully, urging us to assess whether how we spend our time reflects our highest aspirations. We must be mindful of how we use our time, ensuring it serves our deepest goals rather than fleeting desires. For those seeking personal growth, reflecting on how we manage our time and commitments is crucial. Are we punctual and reliable? Do we honor both big and small promises? Are we intentional about how we spend our time, ensuring our actions align with our values? Cultivating habits of punctuality, reliability, and mindfulness not only boosts personal productivity, but also strengthens our relationships. When we view time as a valuable resource, we recognize its significance not just for ourselves, but for others. By treating time with respect, we create a life that aligns with our goals and enriches those around us. This approach embodies the Stoic ideal of living with purpose, guided by reason and virtue. Practicing this philosophy creates a life of fulfillment and inspires others to do the same. Through intentional management of time and commitments, we foster trust, responsibility, and mutual respect, values that are essential for personal and societal growth. Modern Stoicism shows us that by valuing time, we cultivate a life that is purposeful, aligned with our highest ideals, and meaningful. The fourth sign that reveals a person's true character is how they act in private. This is arguably the most telling of all, as it strips away the facade of public perception and exposes the core of their moral compass. When no one is watching, when there is no external pressure or expectation, a person's true nature is revealed. It is in these instances, when no reward or recognition is involved, that integrity and moral values are tested. A person who chooses to do the right thing in private, even when no one will know, demonstrates a deep commitment to their ethical foundation. Whether it's returning a lost wallet, keeping a promise despite inconvenience, or resisting the temptation to take credit for someone else's work, these private actions reflect a strong moral compass. In contrast, someone who engages in dishonest behavior or takes shortcuts because they think they won't be caught exposes a lack of integrity and moral fortitude. This concept is at the core of modern Stoicism, which emphasizes the importance of living virtuously without seeking external validation or recognition. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wisely said, "What we do now echoes in eternity," reminding us that our actions, no matter how small, contribute to the lasting nature of our character. The Stoics believe that true virtue is cultivated not through grand public gestures, but through consistent ethical actions in our everyday lives, especially when no one is observing. It is in these quiet, private moments that a person's true integrity shines through. Practicing integrity when no one is looking embodies the Stoic principle that character is built through small, consistent choices, not through attention-seeking acts. The importance of aligning our private actions with our public persona extends beyond the realm of ethics. It has a profound impact on our psychological well-being and sense of self-worth. When our actions are consistent with our values, we experience a sense of inner harmony and authenticity. For instance, a person who always keeps their word, even when there is no one around to praise them, demonstrates trustworthiness and reliability. Similarly, when someone chooses to keep confidential information private or takes responsibility for mistakes without being pressured, they show strength of character. These actions may seem insignificant, but they form the bedrock of a virtuous life. Such individuals do not need external recognition, as their moral compass is guided by an inner commitment to doing what is right. Eternal consistency is highly valued in Stoicism, as it reflects true virtue untainted by the desire for praise. On the other hand, those who engage in dishonest acts or fail to follow through on commitments when unobserved reveal a lack of moral strength. Though these actions may remain hidden, they undermine trust and personal integrity. In Stoic thought, integrity is not about acting with honesty when others are watching. It is about doing what is right regardless of the situation or audience. When we act dishonestly in private, we are not only betraying others but also betraying ourselves. The true test of character lies in how we behave when there is no one around to hold us accountable. In today's world, where external achievements and public recognition are often prioritized, practicing integrity in private moments has never been more critical. Society is often driven by appearances, with many people tempted to act in ways that yield immediate rewards or accolades. However, the Stoic practice of maintaining moral integrity regardless of external circumstances provides a solid foundation for living authentically. By doing what is right when no one is watching, we cultivate self-respect and authenticity. This ensures that our public actions align with our private beliefs, allowing us to live a life that is consistent, honest, and true to our values. The core message is clear. How we act in private speaks volumes about our true character. The measure of a person's integrity is not determined by their actions when others are present, but by how they behave when there is no one to impress or judge. By aligning our private actions with our public personas, we create a life rooted in consistency, integrity, and virtue, which reflects the enduring aspects of our character. The true authenticity is found not in the moments when we are observed, but in the private choices we make when no one is watching. By living with integrity in private, we reinforce our commitment to Stoic principles, ultimately building a life that embodies virtue and consistency regardless of external validation. This concept holds profound implications for our relationships, both personal and professional. When we consistently act with integrity in private, we cultivate trust and respect with those around us. People are more likely to confide in us, seek our advice, and collaborate with us when they know that we are trustworthy and reliable, regardless of who is watching. This creates stronger, more authentic connections that are built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. The fifth and final indicator of true character is how they handle power. Power, whether in leadership roles, personal relationships, or even in the possession of crucial information, has a remarkable ability to expose a person's true character. Have you ever witnessed someone in a position of authority or influence and wonder how they handled their role? Did they lead with humility, empowering others? Or did they seize control, hoarding authority to fuel their own ego? The way someone navigates power can reveal more about them than any words ever could. Stoic philosophy offers us deep wisdom on this subject, teaching that power, in all its forms, is not a privilege to wield, but a responsibility to manage with wisdom and empathy. Seneca, the Stoic sage, once wrote, "True strength lies in contentment and service, not in exerting dominance over others." And this profound insight speaks to the heart of Stoic secrets. When power is handled with humility, it becomes a tool for growth, collaboration, and trust. Consider the difference between a leader who genuinely seeks to lift their team by delegating responsibility, acknowledging others' contributions, and providing opportunities for growth versus one who micromanages, withholds resources, or seeks to control. The first type of leader fosters an environment of motivation, unity, and respect, while the second often creates a toxic atmosphere driven by insecurity and fear. This is where you begin to see someone's true nature. How they use power reveals their character in ways that words often cannot. Consider a modern example: a CEO who, despite their power and status, regularly checks in with their employees, listens to their concerns, and celebrates the achievements of their team. This leader doesn't just focus on the company's success. They prioritize the well-being of those who help build that success. Their power comes from their ability to uplift others, not from asserting control. Now contrast that with a manager who, instead of empowering their team, insists on doing everything themselves, dismisses the contributions of others, and hoards key information. You can feel the difference, right? One environment is filled with trust and collaboration, while the other is laden with stress and resentment. The Stoic approach to power is one of reflection and integrity. Power isn't about domination. It's about using your position to serve others and support their growth. When you hold power, whether as a leader, a parent, or even in a social setting, how often do you pause to ask yourself, am I using this influence for the benefit of others or for my own gain? Power that is wielded for selfish reasons can easily turn toxic, breeding resentment, distrust, and division. On the other hand, power that is exercised with empathy and humility transforms the people around you. A manager who listens to their team, provides constructive feedback, and shares credit for success fosters a spirit of collaboration and respect. This is true leadership in its highest form. Leadership that is grounded in the Stoic values of wisdom, fairness, and justice. Power, when used well, reflects the moral clarity of the person wielding it. The key question is how they respond when faced with the opportunity to exploit their influence for personal gain. Do they rise to the occasion with integrity, or do they manipulate the situation for their own benefit? The Stoic mindset encourages us to constantly reflect on our motives and ensure that our actions align with our highest values. Whether in leadership roles, personal relationships, or any moment of influence, how we handle power speaks volumes about the person we are. It's not about the title or the authority we hold. It's about how we use that position to impact others, for better or for worse. By fostering a culture of empowerment and collaboration, leaders can create environments where team members feel valued, supported, and motivated to contribute their best work. This approach not only enhances productivity and innovation, but also fosters a sense of shared ownership and pride among employees. When we approach power with the Stoic secrets of humility, service, and integrity, we can lead not only with authority, but with wisdom and compassion. Power, after all, is not just a tool for achieving personal success. It's a responsibility that can elevate others if used wisely. The true measure of power lies not in how much control we exert over others, but in how much we empower them to grow, thrive, and succeed. We must strive to create environments where individuals feel valued, respected, and empowered to reach their full potential. Applying Stoic observations to personal growth. These insights into the behaviors that reveal character are not solely for judging others. They provide a powerful framework for personal growth. By reflecting on these principles, we can identify areas where we can better embody Stoic virtues and cultivate a more fulfilling life. Practicing kindness. Kindness, in the Stoic sense, is not a sentimental gesture, but a conscious choice to act with empathy and goodwill towards others. It involves extending compassion and respect to everyone, regardless of their status or ability to reciprocate. By integrating kindness into our daily routines, we can cultivate a more virtuous character and create a more harmonious world around us. Kindness serves as a powerful force for personal growth and societal well-being, reminding us that our actions, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on the lives of others. Building emotional resilience. Emotional resilience, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, equips us to navigate life's inevitable challenges with grace and equanimity. This involves cultivating self-awareness, accepting what we cannot control, and focusing our energy on what we can. By embracing a Stoic mindset, we can develop the inner strength to overcome adversity and emerge stronger and more resilient. Mastering time management. Time management, from a Stoic perspective, is not about maximizing productivity, but about aligning our actions with our values and priorities. It involves being intentional about how we spend our time, setting clear goals, and saying no to distractions that do not serve our purpose. By mastering time management, we can create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Developing integrity. Integrity, the foundation of a virtuous life, involves aligning our actions with our values, even when no one is watching. This means being honest, trustworthy, and reliable in all our dealings, both public and private. By cultivating integrity, we can build stronger relationships, gain the respect of others, and experience a deeper sense of self-worth. Using power wisely. Power, whether in leadership roles or personal relationships, should be wielded with humility, empathy, and a sense of responsibility. It involves using our influence to empower others, foster collaboration, and promote the well-being of those around us. By using power wisely, we can create positive change and leave a lasting impact on the world. Fostering strong relationships. Cultivating meaningful connections with others is essential for personal growth and well-being. This involves practicing active listening, empathy, and respect in our interactions with family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers. By fostering strong relationships, we can build a supportive network that enriches our lives and provides a sense of belonging and purpose. Conclusion. The 5 key signs we've explored: how people treat others, handle stress, value time, act in private, and manage power, serve as powerful indicators of someone's true character. These principles are not only essential in evaluating others, but also in guiding us toward personal growth. By reflecting on these traits, we can live a more meaningful and virtuous life, aligned with the Stoic ideals that promote authenticity and integrity. Are you living up to the standards you aspire to? Remember, the journey of self-improvement is a lifelong endeavor, and by embracing these Stoic principles, we can cultivate a more virtuous and fulfilling existence. This involves consistent effort, self-reflection, and a commitment to living in accordance with our highest values.